For this video, we're going to look at some of the work that's been created by other students in Piktochart in order to get an idea of how to really emphasize that element of design and take our work a step further. All of these posters were created in order to advertise a group project, the Impossible Breakouts, where they designed 4 breakout rooms. So these posters had the added challenge of having to advertise 4 different things on one poster, which was very difficult to do because of all the information that needed to be included. What I'd like you to notice on this one is that although the texture is faded on the background here, that little bit of texture in the background does make it seem a little bit more polished, a little more advanced than just a solid color. The words for the title pop out, very easy to read, and it's as large as they could make it with everything else that they had on there. The paw is standing out even more because they wanted people to understand that this was a fundraiser for the Humane Society. You see there's a consistent color choice with the gray, the white, and the red. There are no other dominant colors on there besides what's in the pictures. They also intended for your eye to go here first, and then they arranged the pictures to make your eye travel down the page. The most important information also pops out at you because it is in a larger font and it's bold, so it's much easier to read. If we look at another example here, this green is very bright. However, its effect was dulled down a little bit by the muted other colors that are in the poster. So having that darker gray and the lighter gray and the white meant that the green really did pop and didn't have much to clash with, so it still worked very well. In order to organize the information, he took gray shapes like a rectangle and then stretched it to make these boxes to help your eye organize the title with the image, another title with the image, another title with the image, and so on. You'll see the use of the shape up here in order to again emphasize that it was a fundraiser for the Humane Society. This one here, we've got different sizes or shapes, I should say, of photo frames in order to make it a little more unique. We also have a consistent color scheme with the brown being different from the white. The white is very easy to read, but the brown gives us a little something else to look at. The idea was the muddy footprints of the animals here, and then this also helps at the top, the brown at the top and the brown at the bottom, kind of gives it a symmetry and draws your attention to the website address, which we really needed people to use in order to sign up for different breakout rooms. This one, the title takes center stage. It is very easy to see, very different from the rest of the poster. You'll also see that this font, although it's similar to this one here, it's not quite the same, and it is consistently used for the titles that are a little bit less attention-grabbing than the main title. So you've got the main title and then you've got the subtitles here that are using the same colors across this entire poster, but there's still that consistency to it. And I think there's two more I wanted you to see. This one here, they experimented with text frames. I'm of two minds about this. It's a little cluttered having that much design going around there, but it did help the words stand out. What I really like about this one is the way they made the most important information, as in the most important words that would guide you to the information, they made that stand out. Very easy to read, so that all of this information here was organized. It was a lot to put on a poster, but this made the information that was important easy to find. And down here, one last one, you'll see that they took the 4 pictures for each breakout room and they hid them behind the main shapes that they put here, and then the information was in the center. Again, consistent color choices so that you've got 3 dominant colors and one that really pops out and is eye-catching. And you've got the eye drawn here first, and then because these shapes overlap a little bit, it's very easy for the eye to be drawn down to other information, and you end up paying attention to the pictures later on when you've really been hooked. So if you're looking for that wow factor, you want to take your work a little bit further, think of design, think of where your eye goes first, think of how it would travel across the page, think of the impression and the atmosphere that you want to create. With a lot of these, they wanted that air of mystery, which is why you have the darker colors. You might want something lighter depending on what you're advertising. Your color choice, even your font choice, creates a mood. Think about that in order to make your work really strong.